Councilwoman.
Thank you, Council President. I really want to start with a comment to Ms. Lenchek and Herb Waldman, though I see he's left. I do respect your comments. I appreciate the remarks that you did make. During my term on council, I have tried to do more to unite differences than to divide, so I do appreciate what you're saying, what you said. I certainly did not intend to characterize my colleague. That was not.
That guy is a low-life little rat weasel. I don't mean that in a bad way.
It was more what Herb said, that it was to justify my vote. The one was glaring because all of those questions, I asked those same questions. And it truthfully was to justify my vote more than it was to characterize my colleague. And I will continue to work to unify rather than divide. So I do appreciate your comments. And I apologize if I was taking that way. Darius, it sounds as if if you have police activity, then we need to get the police involved. Okay, so Jack, maybe we could bring Darius's comments to the police department.
Yeah.
Thank you. And Wendell, Mr. Simpson, thank you. What I thought you were going to say, and I think that you also left before Shirley Bishop came back. Shirley Bishop is our representative for the affordable housing. Shirley came back and gave us the income levels for what does qualify for those loans, and I thought you were going to ask if that information has been posted on our website. I don't know if it is, but it should be. Gwen makes a good point about homeowners select, but I think homeowners would also have to understand what the caps are involved with the grant. Very good point. On OSPAC, it was stated, Amy Simon, as the board chair, did state that they do carry their own liability insurance. The property is owned by the township, so of course we have our own insurance as well. And on redevelopment, I'm just as shocked. The way things were supposed to go were that the redevelopment team we were supposed to meet on June 6th, I think was our date for our last planning board meeting. They were on our schedule, on our agenda. They were going to meet with the Historic Preservation Commission first because they were deeply involved with this application every step of the way. They were going to meet first because they were meeting on the same evening and then come to the planning board. It turned out it was not on the planning board agenda, but they still did meet with the Historic Preservation Commission. They're scheduled to come back to the planning board on July 11th. You're welcome to come because we are just as shocked with the changes that were presented. And we don't even know. You know, here I'm reading them in the patch. So I didn't know myself that those changes were being made. And you mentioned about tax credits. The tax credits are, I would imagine, for any type of historic credits that they are eligible for. Jerry, I did invite Jerry even to our meeting this evening because I too thought that the ordinance was going to be on our agenda and explained that it wasn't. The zoning changes, the professionals that served on the committee, I agree. I think that they did an outstanding job with all of the changes. What I've asked Jerry to do is lay out his concerns just the same way as Mr. Gerlin did so that we could have a meeting prior to our next council meeting, and this way we have clean copy of the changes that are being suggested or recommending to the council. It is a work in progress. It seems to be imminent to the work that Jerry's doing, so it does need to be cleaned up and clarified. And Gwen, thank you. We'll have to get answers to your questions. I don't know how that works with the contractors years later. Oh, and I wanted to thank Ms. Lenchek for the idling signs. That's part of the ordinance that we did adopt almost 2 years ago, I think. Most of the signs are at the schools for buses, but you make a very good point that there should be more of them around town. So thank you for that.